Property taxes have been on the rise in the state of Florida, but what if they were eliminated completely? Good evening. I'm Jessica Clark. Thank you so much for joining us for First Coast News at 7 o'clock. Well, that's a thought that was floated by Governor Ron DeSantis recently, but what would happen if property taxes were just gone? Rich Donnelly is on your side tonight with a closer look at the City of Jacksonville's budget and how it's affected by property taxes.
It's a move that could save homeowners from a tax bill that costs thousands of dollars every year. But one member of Jacksonville City Council says the elimination of property taxes would force local governments to raise a different type of tax. It's the first thing people see when they drive to Florida, a sign that says the free state of Florida. And if Governor Ron DeSantis gets his way, the free state would become more affordable. But at what cost?
All public safety is paid for basically with property taxes.
From his insurance company office, Jacksonville City Councilman Matt Carlucci balances budgets of homeowners and city government.
People love to talk about, changing taxes or reducing taxes, but people will generally be more upset over the loss of services.
In a recent tweet, Governor DeSantis wrote, quote, "I agree that taxing land and property is the more oppressive and ineffective form of taxation." According to the city's budget, council approved a general fund operating budget of more than $1.8 billion, more than $1 billion of which comes from property taxes to fund things like police and firefighters. But what if that were to change?
1/2 penny sales tax raises about $130 million. And we're talking $2 billion here. It would have to raise. I don't think it's a good idea.
Carlucci said that the sales tax would have to rise between 10 to 15% to make up for the loss of property tax revenue. On Tuesday, the governor said,
"You buy a home, you own it outright, free and clear, and yet you have to continue to pony up money to the government just for the courtesy of using your own property."
But Carlucci isn't sold on the plan.
We live in a time when everybody wants to change everything. I've seen it before. And what happens is people become unhappy because they're not receiving the city's services and the public safety that they feel they need.
A constitutional amendment would need to receive at least 60% of the vote in the next statewide election in order for property taxes to be eliminated in the state of Florida. Currently, a Florida State Senate bill has been filed to study the effects of eliminating property taxes. Reporting outside of Jacksonville City Hall, Rich Donnelly, First Coast News, on your side.